And he's going to go towards the first hard point.
And he has switched it up.
So he's using the B23R as he moves forward. Actually, looks like he's going to try to get a bit of an overview position or go around the flank. Yes, he is. He's going to go for the flank right now. And, oh, he stopped then for a second. I thought there was a slight problem.
So it looks like he's going to go for the spawn straight away. I think the thing about this map is it's quite hard to kind of get the balance between getting on the middle hard point and getting the spawn as well. Like some teams get it completely wrong and end up kind of 40 points behind on the middle hard point, which is a nightmare, especially if you get broken on the spawn straight away.
But certainly is now on board with McGee, who, like I said, is holding this spawn. He does want to make sure he secures this next one. How did he pick off that kill? Was he even there?
It's them broken cameras.
Well, certainly is. Jerd picks up a two-piece. Now still on board with McGee. He picks up another one. Holding down everything. Can he pick up the skill?
Great.
Yes, he can. McGee, great play already from him.
Yeah, it looks like he's locked down this treehouse. There's only 15 seconds left on the hard point, so I mean this is perfect for them. Like they can probably afford to let that next 10 seconds go.
Now this has been a hot topic of debate recently for the stream chats for anyone who's kind of discussed it. How many points do you let go? I mean, obviously a lot of people like some hard points you need to move early. Some people start set up for the next one 30 seconds in, 40 seconds in. But the problem is some teams rely on that. They're like, you know what, you're going to give us 23 points. We'll quite happily take them 23 points.
Exactly, and you can pay the price for that. Like we saw in Clone with Dragons literally just picked up scrap point after scrap point against TCM and literally outslayed, but won just on scrap points. But exactly, it's all about balance. So I think also the most demotivating thing as a team is if you go and set up, say 20 seconds early, the other team comes in and breaks you straight away. There's nothing worse than that. So, but it looks like they have held their setup, so it's kind of paid off them leaving that last 10.
Still on ball with McGee, picks up one. Can he get the other one? He's actually going to go all the way around as he actually picks up his death machine. Great play from him there. Obviously picking up the score streak, doesn't get that in the end. He gets taken down on board with Shane in the hard point on a 2-streak. Shots coming in on him. He actually gets banged through the wall by Jerd, but we're now going to jump on board with Jump. Now, a lot of them seem to be running this pistol into the enclosed area. The B23R seems to catch the band.
Yeah, it's an absolute beast on that. Like, you can one-more people from a massive distance. It looks like they've got control of this next hard point as well, and a few streaks, so they're in a good position right here.
Yeah, but let's actually quickly flick through and have a look. There we go. McGee has all of his. Lightning Strike just come in from the opposite team. Zanity still has he has his Lightning Strike. They are still up to pick up his score streaks, and that is what he's going to really start breaking some of these over. Zanity still has his. McGee used his Lightning Strike. Now this is where it's going to come down to. Do they use it? Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit late to use a score streak on this hard point.
Yeah. I don't know, because you can sort of pick up 20 seconds in scrap time here, so I guess so one thing you see, because Church is so easy to lock down, you see kind of two people fighting it out for the last sort of 25 seconds on this hard point. Like you'll see everyone moving over in a minute, just because Church you can get full 60s on.
Yeah, they certainly are, and it looks like he's actually moving into this area now, and he sees someone. What was he doing?
Shane looked like he wasn't even playing there.
It didn't look like he was away from his controller right then, and he's still fighting in this hard point. There's someone there, and he picks him up as well. McGee breaking this open. Can he get the third one in the hard point? No. Josh is there to shut him down, and let's actually jump on board with Josh, because like I said, he didn't have a great LAN last week, so we're going to see if he's sort of picked his game up for his team.
Yeah, it looks like they have managed to get the spawn for Church. There you go, you see him spawning up perfectly. So if they can break this, then they should be able to get maximum points.
However, they are unfortunately set up as Zamity takes down McGee. Sowers' answer is back in kind, and he's just trading kills at the moment. However, they've now got the bad spawn, this Cloud team, and that means it's going to be a lot of time lost.
It's an uphill battle from here on. Like, I think probably 15 more seconds, and you'll see them just leaving it. They don't want to feed. Epsilon streak.
So they are still going for it, hoping to get in, throwing the grenades in there just to get them off. And it does look like Epsilon have it all their own way at the moment, as we do jump on board with McGee. Still in that hard point. He still actually has his death machine, so I imagine he's going to use that when he gets a little bit hairy or he needs to break at a hard point. It's going to be his clinch weapon if he needs to hold down a choke.
Yeah. I mean, death machine is an absolute tank. Like the amount of kills you can pick up. I'm sort of surprised he didn't use it in Church, just as it's enclosed and he can just spray them as they come through the door. But I'm sure he'll find good use of it later on.
There we go. Now up top with McGee. You know what? This isn't a great place for him to use. I don't think we'll see it here. It's a little bit too far range. Yeah. I mean, Death Machine, great weapon, but it sort of tapers off a little bit at the extremes of its range. So McGee's just going to hold up here, use that MA, and just try to keep picking off players, and allowing his SMG to really flood the hard point time and time again.
And
he's going to fall off the map. Right, well, on to a different player.
Let's switch.
Let's have a quick look at the scoreboard now, as we do have a look there. Josh, he's having another bad game.
Yeah.
This is what his teammates have been really bad at, and this is actually going to play on his head, because his teammates were mad at him last time that he isn't performing as well on this game as he has done in the past.
Yeah.
So
I think the thing about Josh, he's big on his low, isn't he? I don't know if he's been putting the time into this game. But I think maybe this is a bit of a learning curve. Maybe he'll realise it needs to be a little bit more committed. But
you have to think, if Josh has another bad event, are Cloud going to keep him in the lineup?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I guess it's pretty dependent on this weekend, isn't it? But I don't know. It looks like he switched to an AR as well. Oh no, he's back to an SMG. I mean, this map with an SMG can be a bit of a nightmare just because it's so rangy. You can just spend your whole time chasing the game.
It looks like somebody actually has a death machine set up at the moment. I don't know who's actually got that in, but I just heard it burst off there as Josh actually picks up a hardpoint kill and gets in there for a few seconds. They've actually got quite a good setup at the moment on this.
Yeah,
they're all kind of around it. They've got enough sight lines to hold it off. Josh is now going to have to watch over this bridge area. And you know what? They're picking up a good amount of time on what is one of the hardest hardpoints to do so.
It's a really good time here, although they're probably going to let it slip now just because they're getting ready for the next one. But I think that was a good effort by them. They picked up a lot of kills altogether, and they've definitely gained from it.
There you go. Looks like they're leaving now. 16 seconds. They're going to go back to the Epsilon lineup, but they are setting up in that area now. And if he can hold it in there, it's a good one to hold. I mean, it does get broken quite easily sometimes, but other times nobody can get near it. It's one of them. It's like a Marmite hardpoint.
Yeah.
You either get in it quickly and you just keep swarming it, or it's a nightmare to get to because they do have that cover.
Yeah, it's quite a trading hardpoint. They're actually getting a terrible score right now as well, so they're going to have a rough time with this. I think they're probably going to end up losing quite a lot of points. You see they're spawning. I actually call this spawn a rape train. So it's like a rape train on zombies. You spawn in a long line. It's so easy to get killed if your team doesn't have smoke.
Certainly is. It does look like it's going Epsilon's way at the moment. Let's jump on board with Epsilon. Oh my god, Jerd is on an 8 kill streak, 9 kill streak. All of his score streaks are up again. Let's have a little look at his score. 28 for 19. This is what we're talking about. Jerd, just an incredible player at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be long before we see him in a top team. Like obviously Epsilon are good, but I mean it's a top 3. He's
you cannot deny, especially this guy's pistol skills. You see him using his pistol an awful amount, and he's just so good with them. Like I said, it was the Cat 40 in Cologne. He's now using the B23R, and you know what? He's still taking faces.
I imagine it's painful to play against.
Oh, I imagine it. He's just so good for a guy who's really quiet. Jed doesn't say a lot in real life, but he just seems to just bring just incredible gun skill to the game whenever he needs to. And there he goes, picking up another 2. Still has his death machine as well. I'm not sure when he's going to use it.
I don't know. I think maybe he might wait for church. That would probably be the most sensible place, in my opinion. But we'll wait and see.
Just brilliant thing there. He knew someone was going to come around the corner. It does look like they're contesting. Can he pick this up? No, that was a weird view we just got on board with Lucky in the hard point. He goes down as well. On to Zanny, who's on a 3 kill streak and has taken that hard point away now. They've actually, there's a good amount of time left for them. They're gonna, if they can get all these 30 seconds, they're going to put themselves about 20 seconds away from the lead.
Sure. So they're probably going to pick up this last 20, and then it's all going to come down to the break of the church. If they can break church, they'll probably put themselves in a really good position. Like the next hard point really is the crucial one. It's going to either put Epsilon daylight clear or make it a really, really close game. We'll wait and see.
Well, certainly as they go. Zanny, they're now trying to rotate round. They still have this hard point. They've got to be set up in here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be multiple Epsilon players in there. They've got trophy systems in as well, so.
Yeah. Oh, we did manage to get in there. I said it's quite hard to break that one. You've either got to go to the hop up and try to get in, which gives you that split second delay of just climbing onto that thing, or you've got to try and go up the stairs and go through a room and try and figure out which side of that big pillar in the middle they're on. So it can be very hard to break. Obviously, a little bit different to the World Championship rules where you do have things like shotguns, kind of change the way this plays entirely, but a lot of smoke going in. That's something that we haven't seen in a lot of Call of Duty before now. Smokes were kind of used, they'll be used now and again for different strategies. Now it's just a staple. You have to bring smokes with you a lot of time and try and break things like this.
I think an interesting thing about smoke as well is it actually makes you lose your aim assist. So, I mean, if you watch people with the smoke, they're always windmilling all over the place. That's because they've lost their aim assist. I think Jed had his death machine inside the hard point, but he's died now, so.
Yep, Shane with a great 2-piece nade there, and that's going to help them out in an awful lot. But Epsilon kind of running away with this now, and I believe that just actually put them out. They are mathematically impossible. About 20 seconds ago, that they can't win this. Epsilon are going to take this first one, and you know what? They just do look the stronger side, and we have to bring up the scoreboard now. Epsilon George dropped the 40 bomb.
Josh having a bit of a rough time there. Lucky a little bit of a rough time, but it doesn't really matter.
He's not going to be happy with that. He really isn't.
Yeah, and it's not looking good for him. But,
although I will admit he does have more captures than the rest of his team. Probably, like I said, he's playing a bit SMG objective. That's not going to help on this map with the SMG. Like I said, it is quite a range. You see a lot of ARs come out from these teams. But other than that, the rest of his team kind of just about evens. No one really doing a little bit positive, a little bit negative. Really, the story is the Epsilon team. Lucky not doing great. McGee, 30 to 21.
McGee show, really, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. Sowers is about to drop a 40 bomb if he can get one more kill. They just have outslayed, and that's why they've won.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're not going to make the kills, this map's difficult, to be honest.
But it certainly is. Like I said, this, not only that, but this map's got quite a few open hard points.
Yeah.
They had the score streaks. There's Sowers there, and it does look like he's going to use that. That is his 30 bomb. They just really... Oh, wow, he's actually going to pick up... He's going to pick up three there in the kill cam. Oh, almost picked up 3. But like I said, great play from them.
15 defends from Jed. That's crazy.
It is crazy. That's a lot of stuff, but people don't pay attention to the defence and the objective work enough. If you're knocking people out that hard point, or you're capturing that hard point a lot, worth so much more than the kills, well, just the kill. You get a kill in the hard point and take it for your team. Worth a lot more than you pick up a 3 streak somewhere else and not really get the points.
Yeah, that's that pistol as well. Like, I think I love the pistols because it just makes ARs so much more diverse. The ARs are good at range, and then they can also get inside the hard points. Like those 15 defense, I guarantee a whole bunch of them came with the pistol.
Well, that's the thing about this. A lot of people have been talking about whether or not we miss the Magnum or the Python or something along those lines. I mean, because we don't have a gun like that, so you either have to go Call of Duty World Championship rules, Cap 40s, or with us, it's an awful lot of the B23Rs.
Yeah.
Or, you know, kind of well, I can't remember the word I'm looking for there, but TCM Rich. Probably the only one I've seen use the semi-automatic pistol.
Yeah.
And actually do really well with it.
Yeah. You see Swanee crack that out every now and again. I think
it's an AR thing.
Yeah. Maybe.
They like being in control.
Yeah. I think also, like, it's really annoying when you get killed by a non-automatic pistol. Like, you just think, how's he done that? It sucks.